Hello, my name is Minister Robert Lee Williams from Prophetic Information Ministries and God's Miracle Ministry.com, where we blow the trumpet, the shofar, around the world, informing you of prophetic news and bringing God's Miracle Ministry to the world. Well, today is April 9th, 2017. I want to share with you a dream that I had last night. It's an important dream, so I want you to hear this, and I want to title this Flying with Angels. And please put your comments below, and if you happen to get a different interpretation or you have something to say about it, please add the comment below. I appreciate that. Last night, I had this dream. I dreamed that I went kind of back to work for an apartment complex as a security officer / maintenance man. Well, I was kind of being trained by this lady and another man. And we were headed over to an apartment because this other lady who lived there, she had a complaint, I think something to do with a water problem. So it was a very easy fix. And plus she had a security complaint she wanted to give. So the people that were training me, they said they had another place to go to another apartment to take care of some other problem. So I said, okay, I'll be over there in a few minutes. I'm going to take this report. So I took this security complaint, got all the information, and then I was walking to this other apartment, which was across the complex. And I think I had to ask somebody, where was this apartment at? So I went over to this apartment, and the lady and the guy were there, and they already did what they had to do. So I said, and they were going to go somewhere else, and I said, I'm going to be here for a little bit talking to this guy. So they left, and then I was talking to this guy. It was an older black gentleman who lived in the apartment, and we were just, chit-chatting, and then we went outside in like in front of the apartment, in the yard kind of thing. We were just talking, and then I looked up, and I said, oh my. And I told this guy to look up. I said, do you see what I see? He said, yeah. It looked like a big tornado up in the sky because it had a lot of debris that was just going around and around. And what caught my attention in this debris was a hood of a car. And I said, wow, I think I'm going to go check this out even further because there's something else going on up there. And if you guys watch my videos, you know that I've said in a lot of videos that I'm able to fly in my videos. So what I did, I ran out across the yard, and it looked like a parking lot there, and like a parking garage. Well, we were on top of the parking garage, and it had 3 or 4 levels, and it went straight down. So what I did, I took off running across the yard through the parking lot, and I just jumped off the edge of the building. Well, I went down just a little bit, and then I started flying up. And because I wanted to see about this hood or whatever, or see what else was going on. When I got real close to it, I saw hundreds of angels up there. And so what I did, they were flying around, so what I did, I just started flying with them. And then they went somewhere not too far away, and it came in for a landing. We went down on the ground, and several of them, surrounded me in a circle. Well, they had this toddler standing next to me. I don't know what that represents, but they handed this toddler like a TV remote, and taped to it was a credit card. And they said to me to give this remote and the credit card to this lady, some lady. They gave a name, but I can't remember what the name was. And I said, okay, I'll try to find this lady and give it to her. And then after that, the angels flew off. And so I knew I was going to reach down and take the remote and the credit card from this toddler. And then I was going to go try to find this lady. Well, I knew that I had access to this remote. What it had to do, I don't know. But I had access to this credit card that it had a lot of money on this thing. And I could use this credit card. It was for the ministry. But I had to give it to this lady I didn't know. And I think she might be a secretary, maybe to my ministry or something. But I had access to this credit card. So, I thought that was very interesting. I've never had a dream where I was flying with angels, all these God's angels, probably over 100 of them. I have no idea. So, my kind of interpretation is this: there's a big storm coming. It's very big. It's going to pick up a lot of debris. But somehow God is behind this storm. So he sent his angels to do a job. And, I just thought that was very neat to really fly with angels. I've never done that before. And because I know that I've always had a big call of God. I've known that since a little bitty child. But, God's got some kind of work for me to do. I kind of know what it is, but, it's got to wait till he, releases me to do this work. And I know it's very quickly. I just want to, talk a little bit more that what has recently been happening to me within the last 2 weeks. I just joined a brand new church last week here in the Kansas City area. It's a prophetic ministry. But on Mondays, I've started to go to this one lady's house. Apparently she has, over the years, a lot of prophets that go to her house. And she does a teaching, and then she prays for people and prophesies to them. I was invited by another friend of mine to go over there, and I did. And I didn't know this lady at all. She's 70 years old. And so, after her teaching, and then she started praying for people, and then she came over to me and asked me, can I pray for you? I said, yeah. So she prayed for me and my foot. I got foot issues. And she started prophesying to me. And this is what she kind of said. She said, God has given you a new mantle. He's going to give you a new mantle. And then God is going to give you another place to minister at. Well, I thought that was kind of interesting, because I have been for the last 4 months doing a Bible study in this other lady's house with her and her friend. And so 2 days later, I go do this Bible study. And, that Bible study got dismantled, and everybody went their separate ways. So I thought that was an interesting prophetic word, that God closed that door and he's opening up another door for me. I don't know exactly where I'm going to be ministering to or at. I have a feeling it might be this new church, but we'll just have to wait and see. But something big is on the horizon. I think I'm going to do another video after this, and it's about sinking of an aircraft carrier. Something that God gave me a dream back in 2012. It's in my archives. I'm going to do an update on it, tell what's latest going on with that, and then just watch the next video. All right, this is Minister Robert Lee Williams from Prophetic Information Ministries.com and God'sMiracleMinistry.com. And if anyone out there needs prayer, needs a prayer cloth for healing, just email me and I'll send you one out for free of charge. And if anybody wants to bless my ministry, you may do so off the websites. Thank you. God bless, and watch the next video.